Have you guys wanted to learn how to make a thumbnail? Do your videos look like this? And do you want them to look like this? Well, that is what I'm going to be teaching you guys today. So the story was, when I first started YouTube, I had no idea what a thumbnail was, how to make it, and I was just so confused. And my videos literally looked like this, and they'd be like me like mid-talking, and that is just not attractive. I mean, would you guys rather click on a video like this or like this? I mean, I bet you would want to click on a video with the thumbnail because thumbnails are really eye-catching, and when you guys just see someone like in mid-talk in their thumbnail, it doesn't look very professional, and it kind of just like looks like someone who's a beginner and no one wants to click on that video. Well, I'm just being straight and clear with you guys. Basically, a thumbnail is a necessity because people can't see how good your content is if they don't click on your video, which has a lot to do with how eye-catching your thumbnail is. I will be showing you guys how I make thumbnails, and let's just get on into the video.
So when you open my computer, you can see that I have two images that I want to use for my thumbnail. I will be making a collage, and I like to use PicMonkey, which is a website I use, and sadly they have this new rule where you have to pay to go on there to make thumbnails, which is really annoying because who wants to pay? And I know that my computer looks really neat right now, but that's just because I cleared it out before making this video, because trust me, I'm not very organized in my computer. So when you get onto PicMonkey, you're going to want to choose their collage option, and when you click the collage, you can just drag the photos from your computer that you want to be in your collage, and you can also do it later, but it's more efficient to do it now. As you guys can see, those two pictures are now in my file doc, so I can just drag them at any time to put them in my collage. Before making the collage, as you can see, the dimensions are not ready for a thumbnail. So the YouTube thumbnails dimensions are 1280 pixels by 720 pixels. So I'm just like unlocking this little lock button, as you guys can see over there, because when it's an orientation lock, it will stay as a square, which is not what we want. I'm just going to press the lock button and it will unlock it, and I'm going to put in 720, and after writing in 720 I'm just going to press lock again, so then the whole orientation can be locked and we won't have any more problems with dimensions and all that. I removed a collage cell because I only want two pictures in my collage, so now that we have all the dimensions sorted out right, we're just going to drag the two pictures that we want into our collage. And remember that I'm doing a collage, but there's so many other ways to make thumbnails, so I'm just going to make it centered so it's like half-half, and there's a lot of things that you can do on this collage. I always like to put up the exposure in my little thumbnails and the pictures in the collages, and I'm just going to enlarge the size. This is kind of like a zoom feature because I want the phone to be more up close to the camera, and I just put up the brightness as usual, and I just do the same thing to my face. I'm going to make this one a little bigger so you can see more of my face and like the phone and all that, because right now it's super zoomed in. Now that we just have the basic structure of our thumbnail, I'm going to click this little painter tool right over there, and I'm going to go to spacing, and you can either make this super large spacing so you'll have more white space, and I like to have it really small because I just think it looks better than the larger one. But for this video, I'm just going to have no spacing because I kind of just like the look of it. And I'm just going to fix my size because it gets a little funky over here. Due to PicMonkey's new rules, we can no longer save pictures, so we just have to screenshot. You can screenshot on a Mac by selecting Command-Shift-4, and my tip for screenshotting is always screenshot like closer to the line than you think it is going to be, because if you go right exactly on the line, it is going to get too much, so just try to undersize. I don't really know if I'm making sense when I talk about the screenshot. Basically, that's my advice. So after getting the screenshot, I just text it to myself, and I do more of the editing on the phone. My base and structure is kind of just done on my computer so I can get the size right. So now we are heading over to my phone. This feels like a what's on my iPhone video, but I go to my text and I just save the picture that I just sent to myself from my Mac, and then I like to edit it, and the first thing I do is go on Facetune. For any filters and stuff, I like to whiten things, maybe fix up a blemish, maybe use the tones picker and all of that. If you guys don't have Facetune already, I definitely recommend it. It's only $2.99 on the App Store, which really isn't bad for what Facetune does. So I'm just going to open up the new picture, the collage that was kind of just like a default on my computer. I just got the sizing and all of that, but this is really where we get creative. So I'm just going to go to the whiten, and I want my backgrounds to be matched. As you guys can see, both of my pictures have a different kind of brightness and exposure. So I'm just taking this whitening tool and kind of just brushing over my picture on the right so it can be as bright as the picture on the left, because brightness is key in videos. I've been trying to film in more bright places instead of just a dark room. I just think that's more appealing to the eye. I know people spend a lot of time whitening backgrounds in their faces, but I find it important to whiten the key points of this video. So this video that I am doing a thumbnail on is what's on my iPhone. So my iPhone is a key point of this video. So I'm just whitening the white, and I know the white looks already really whitened, but if you look from like the before and after whitening it, my iPhone is actually pretty dark. So it's really nice to have your key points of your video to be really bright because they attract the eye and people really know what your video is about. So as you guys can see, my iPhone has some blemishes, some white spots, so I tried using this smooth tool, but that didn't work, so I'm going to use the tones tool. Tones tool is kind of just like painting on your thing, so I'm going to set my paintbrush to a black, and I'm just going to fill it in so any blemishes on my phone are covered. It's kind of weird because I'm editing a picture of my phone on my phone, but anyways, I know you guys can't see because of the glare of my phone. But if you guys see my next video that is coming up soon, it'll be what's on my iPhone. You guys can see that my iPhone is just completely black and it looks perfect in the thumbnail. That's kind of just what you want it to look like in a video, and I think it just looks really nice. I feel like this thumbnail is pretty nice and polished, so I'm just going to save it to my camera roll, and I'm saving it to my camera roll, and then I'm going to go on my app VSCO. I bet you all know what this is. It's a photo editing app that's very popular, and I think it works wonders. And for all my thumbnails, I just grab thumbnail picture, and my favorite filters to use on my thumbnails is A1, A6 is definitely a necessity, and C7. So for this one, I was just playing around with A filters, and A1 was pretty cute, but I'm usually just feeling A6 because it has a really nice bright and organized feel to it. Like this is A6. I just like to turn it down a little bit, but overall I like this filter. It just looks very neat and organized. I don't know how to describe it. So I just save it and save it to my camera roll. And this is one of the most important steps, is the text on your video. Text on your video is very important because, at least for me, and most people actually look at your text before they look at your title on your thumbnail. They look at the thumbnail before the title. So I just like to use Fonto. And Fonto is super customizable and really easy to use. So I just press add text, and I'm going to write what's on my iPhone. It's important to have a title actually to do with your video. So after this, I'm just going to press done, and then I'm going to go to style. So when I get to all the text settings, I'm just going to go to style. For my text, I just have a yellow color. I think yellow is a really nice color. It just looks good. So there's a lot of things you can do on here. I like to go to stroke, and I kind of like to have a border over my letters. I bet you guys have seen a lot of YouTubers with this, as you can see, and I just selected red as my color and adjusted the width, and I'm pretty happy with this. And I'm going to go press on text and style. I can add a shadow, which is called alpha, and I'm going to make my shadow orange because it kind of just matches with the yellow, red, and orange theme. I kind of like having bright colors since my thumbnail is just so monotone. It's kind of nice just to have a little pop of color. So I'm going to swipe once, and over here you can kind of get a curve setting. So this curve setting is just called curve, and basically with these settings you can just drag up and down to adjust this. I love how you don't have to use a lot of effort in this app. It's very easy to do things, and I just love Fonto. I don't think I could live without it, and it's totally free in the App Store, so go download it if you want to learn how to make thumbnails like me. So I'm just curving it like this, and I kind of just like it like this, kind of around my head. I heard that your face is the main attention of your thumbnail, so if your text is around your face, it can really attract people to your video. I'm just going to save this picture, and now I have my final thumbnail, so I can just put it on my videos. So this is my what's on my iPhone video. It is scheduled to June 30th, so look out for that. I'm just going to go to this editing bar, and this is on the app Creator Studio. If you're a YouTuber, go download it right now. And I'm just going to go to custom thumbnail, and I can just insert a picture. So I'm just going to insert the one we just made, and I'm going to press select, and it, as you can see, it fits perfectly, and I'm really happy with my thumbnail.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial, and I hope you guys got some good use out of this tutorial, and your videos will be looking bomb. Basically, if this video helped you guys, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And if you guys like all this editing tutorials, I would definitely make more, because I know what it feels like to just like start YouTube and like have no idea how to make a thumbnail, a channel banner, and there are tons of videos on YouTube if you guys didn't understand mine about how to make a thumbnail. I'll see you guys next week, and thank you so much for watching.
I know he up there, he just sitting anyway. I'll be racing up the stairs, I'ma get to the gate singing.